Welcome. Hashtag the Versa Show is part of an entertainment podcast that exercises our freedom of speech. Our conversations, opinions, debate on a certain topic is not to offend anyone in any source. For that being said, enjoy the show.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another special edition on Hashtag the Versa Show. I am the Versa, and I thank you for having your viewership once again on the nice, beautiful, amazing show here. Make sure that you subscribe, make sure you like, press that bell for more episodes because we're going to keep going. We ain't never ever going to stop. And when I meant we, and of course I got my brother, Frazz.FR.
For real, you already know what's good.
What's going on, my brother?
Nothing chilling, enjoying my time this weekend.
I love it, brother. I mean, what a weekend it was, and towards the future that we have,
Yep. Different things.
And speaking of the future, ladies and gentlemen, this is a special edition on Hashtag the Versa Show. This is NBA playoff talk. I had this idea for so many years. Tuesday is going to be the play-in tournament, and I don't know if it's this Saturday or the following Saturday that the playoffs is going to start. But being said all that, as you see behind me, ladies and gentlemen, there's a board, and on that board is the playoffs. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a board. If not, go on your NBA.com. They got the bracket there. But me and Frazz, we're going to discuss about the NBA playoffs. So once again, this editions of NBA playoffs talk. Frazz, this kind of shaking me up just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because if we look at this bracket here, which side do you want to start on?
You can start on the West.
Okay, so we're gonna start on the West side. So on the West side of the NBA conference, we got on the play-in, we got the Pelicans going up against the Thunders. Then we got the Lakers going up against the Timberwolves. So who do you got for the Pelicans and the Thunders?
I think I'm gonna go with the Pelicans. Just by seeing how Brandon Ingram coming along and CJ McCollum been playing the same way. He can still give you 22, 25, 8 assists. So I think he's still playing the same way. For the Thunder, I think this is a good stepping stone. I mean, last year they was bad, but they're trending in the right direction, like I said, because as long as they keep that point guard, Alexander, he's real nice. But I think you get him out the game, there's nobody else on the Thunder that can really do anything. That's just what I believe. And then for the Lakers and the Timberwolves, it's just one thing that's probably going to bother the Lakers. One thing, the fact that they got Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns. And Towns, like how Joel Embiid can shoot threes, Towns can shoot threes better.
Yeah.
So he plays like a Tim Duncan type of position, power forward.
Yeah.
And then Gobert play the center. That's the only thing I think with Lakers. But apart from that, if Lakers can get past that, I think they'll beat them. I mean, Anthony Edwards is real good. Don't get me wrong, but LeBron is not probably going to slow him down or anything, but they're going to make shots tough for him.
Yeah. All right, so you got Pelicans then. You said Pelicans?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next one, Lakers and Timberwolves.
I got Lakers.
Lakers? Okay. All right, so for my answers, I'm going to say Pelicans for sure. And then I'm going to go for the Lakers as well. All right. Pelicans or Lakers?
I still go Lakers.
Lakers. Okay. Oh, no. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. It would be Timberwolves and Thunders. Does it really matter?
It doesn't, but it's just I'm still thinking about it, because I think I picked the Timberwolves. I picked the Timberwolves.
Yeah, this out of shits Timberwolves because it to me really don't matter. Oh right, so even though the blinks here, I can't really move them, but let's just just we use our votes between Pelicans and Denver. So who do you got from that?
Denver.
Denver.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit. Phoenix or
And
Clippers?
and Phoenix and Clippers. I'm going with Phoenix.
Going with Phoenix. Okay. Kings, Warriors.
Before you said it, Warriors.
And that's the thing. Everybody was like, "Yo, the Kings is playing good. They might take out the Warriors."
See,
I'm just like,
the thing is, you can play good. You can play good. You can play great, but there's a certain aspect of that team that you're playing. Like, okay, so the Kings got Darren Fox,
mhm.
they got Matt Barnes, they got other players there. But if you shut down Darren Fox, what do you have? Sabonis is on there, but if you shut down Darren Fox, you only have Sabonis.
Mhm.
You need Darren Fox in this series to give you 27, 26 a night.
And then the thing too is that the coaching in Sacramento, they got the
Mike Brown.
by Mike Brown and is Matt Matt Walt what's his name? Matt
Bill Walton, Sons?
yeah, Bill Walton's son, yeah. Is he still the coach?
Nah, I don't think so.
Not even assistant coach?
I don't know, to be honest with you. But I know for the Warriors side, you shut down Steph, you might have Clay heat up. You might have Jordan Poole heat up. You might have Kuminga heat up. You might have Shevchenko heat up. You might have one of these dudes heat up at a moment and give you a good 20. With the Kings, you shut down Darren Fox, it's going to be a real, real hard time for them to win.
Yeah.
That's why I said the Warriors.
Yeah, I'd probably say the Warriors too. Because, again, with Steve Kerr, his coaching staff, his coaching ability with Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich, I think he'll use that against Mike Brown. I remember when Mike Brown was coaching the Lakers when Kobe was around, and Kobe had enough with him.
Yep.
And
I remember that.
Yep.
And
and
down.
exactly. And then Kobe was like, I'm sitting my ass down. Mike Brown was
Nah,
like, please,
put somebody-
Kobe, please.
No.
And Kobe was like, nah, bro, I'm good, So, all right, so you got Golden State. Lakers or Grizzlies? This is going to be a violent one for the Lakers. Let's just put that that way.
I want to say the Lakers, but if John Morant played the way I know he can play, and the athleticism they all have, and then Bane can shoot threes, I say the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I might have to pick. Yeah, I'm picking the Grizzlies because, again, like I said before, was that it's hard for me to believe the Lakers. The reason why is because LeBron, he is playing in his best still, but he's getting more injuries evolving to each game.
Yep.
And when it comes to Anthony Davis, he's injury prone.
Always, bro. Always. That's crazy.
And if he wasn't injury prone, I would have believed more into the Lakers. But then they got these new cats that's coming in. They're playing pretty well and stuff. I give it up to them. But again, man, it's like if you're not coming in with that energy,
it don't make sense. No, it don't make no sense at all.
So I had to give this up to the Grizzlies. They're young, they're hungry. Even last year, they made it to the semifinals. Yeah. So, it just shows that they're hungry still, and they're gonna be Golden State rivalry, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so you got Denver, Phoenix, Warriors, and Grizzlies.
I pick Phoenix over Denver. And then for the Warriors and Grizzlies series, that's a tough toss-up. I mean, I'm going to go with the Warriors still. But, Grizzlies might win. But for that one, I wanted to go with the Warriors because being in the playoffs, like, all right, put it this way. This right now is the moment for the Grizzlies is when, remember what the Warriors did to the Clippers the year after they lost to the Clippers? Beat them in the playoffs and then won the championship that same year.
Yeah.
So this is a moment for the Grizzlies to say, yo, we going to beat the Warriors. But are they ready? That's the question. And if they don't beat them now, it's still not a rivalry. It's still not a rivalry. Until you beat them in the playoffs, it's gonna be a rivalry. You have beat them once. You only beat them. They beat them once or twice this year, but y'all gotta beat them in the playoffs. They beat them in the play-in 2-3 years ago, but since then, nah, they've been But I'm gonna pick the Warriors. So I believe in Steph Curry too much. Like, he had time to rest. He rested. And then Klay Thompson's coming along at the right time.
So did John Morant.
Yeah, but look at the difference. Ja is not playing the way Steph is.
Because I still think that, we could get into that still too. Because, like I was telling you before, I think the situation that he had with the whole.
Yeah, it probably was traumatizing. But, we get into that later.
Yeah. Well, so you got Golden State.
Yeah.
That's crazy. If Golden State does win and Grizzlies, that really is like a rivalry.
Grizzlies have to beat them. If Grizzlies beat them, it turns into a rivalry. If Grizzlies don't, it's just Golden State keep whooping y'all.
All I'm saying for Grizzlies, don't play that song "Whoop That Trick," okay? Because I was with y'all and then y'all lost. And I was like, oh, damn, the Golden State whooped y'all. And then he got Draymond Green taking his towel and,
All right, I'm about to whoop that.
Yeah. All right. So now, Western Conference, you said Denver and Phoenix, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, I said Phoenix over Denver.
Phoenix over Denver. Okay, okay. And Golden State, and you got Golden State, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Phoenix and Golden State then.
See, tough game, man. Is Chris Paul going to let this man make him look bad again? Because every time Chris Paul be playing this dude in the playoffs or some meaningful game, Steph Curry made this man look bad all the time.
This is going to be a challenging part for Golden State.
There's nobody that can guard Kevin Durant. Who?
In Golden State?
Who?
Who in Golden State?
Yeah, who? They're not going to put Draymond on him because they got to put Draymond on Ayton. They're going to put Kuminga on him, on Kevin Durant. Nope. Can't put Klay on him because Klay's not Klay. Like, he's not 100% defensive. I'd say he's like 85, 88%. And still Kevin Durant 6'10". Klay Thompson 6'7". He can see over him. There's nobody that can guard him.
That's why I keep saying Golden State all the way, because who's going to stop these guys?
No, you mean Phoenix all the way.
Phoenix. So sorry. Like Phoenix, like who's going to stop these guys on Phoenix?
Like when you think about it logically,
because if Kevin Durant would have went to Golden State, then we all would have said Golden State all the way.
Yeah, because you have to keep remembering, right? It's the Kevin Durant effect, like the KD effect. I call it that. So you have two superstars already on your team.
Mm-hmm.
You plug KD in, you have three. You plug KD in Chicago, you now have three. You plug KD in Brooklyn. Well, not Brooklyn. You plug KD in because you was already in Brooklyn. You plug KD in the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
You have three: Brunson, Randall, KD. You plug KD in Toronto: Siakam, Van Vliet, and KD. You see what I'm saying? It's a KD effect, and I think shout out to everybody that keeps saying the same thing. He is just that type of player you don't gotta call no play for. It's like I told you the other day, like he could come out play first quarter. KD only has 2 points, 1 for 2. Second quarter, it's been 6 minutes in the second quarter. KD only has 2 points, 1 for 2. Come back off the bench after he rested. It's 2 minutes left in the second quarter. KD has 18 points. That's how simple it is for him. It's not.
KD's going to tear the whole league up with Phoenix.
You understand? Because you got to account for Devin Booker. And now Chris Paul, because he's getting so much open space and people not really looking for him to guard him, he said, oh, snap, I can take an open shot. The other day I saw this man. Would you leave KD open on the wing?
Never.
I saw Chris Paul threw the ball out. KD was wide. Like he's a spot up jump shooter. You find that guy who can shoot the ball in the corner.
Yeah.
That's what KD was. I was like, yo, this is stupid. How y'all gonna have KD sitting there? That's when I realized, like, there's nothing you can actually do. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, and what's his name? Monte Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah, him, Monte Williams. Like, he's a good coach.
good coach.
If he was a horrible coach, then I would have been like, nah, it's not going to
He's
work.
a good coach. He's a good coach because, mind you, Chris Paul was hurt, Devin Booker was hurt, Ayton was hurt this year. Like, Chris Paul was out for probably 17, 18 games. Booker was out for 20-something games. So for them to finish fourth and most of the players are out, it's pretty dope.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just going to be a tough challenge for Golden State.
Yeah, look, man, like I said, unless they can find some miracle whip and bring Draymond Green back into shape 10 years ago, 8 years ago, cool. I don't know what's going to happen.
No. I know what's going to happen. Who you got winning the Western Conference? Because I got Phoenix.
I got Phoenix, bro.
All right, so we got Phoenix going to the NBA Finals. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have covered the Western Conference Finals. Take a quick commercial break. All right, I'm going to show you some new music that I got from 777 Test. Shout out to him. Shout out to DJ Leon Nation. Shout out to Hefe Don. Shout out to Duppy. You know what I'm saying? We got these artists coming out with these dope songs, all right? Once again, this is the NBA playoffs. It's starting Tuesday. They play and starting Tuesday. So we covered the Western Conference. We're about to get into the Eastern Conference. So I want you to not go nowhere. This is hashtag The Versa Show. Frazz.FR. The Versa. We'll be right back.
Big 7, I'm working, I'm wild until I see them dead. GDIB, we a team. Never be drinking, I lean. Please don't get hit with a green beam. And I swear I love my mama. Told me like, boy, you gon' make it now. And I know that.
What coursing through my veins? Y'all already know the same. Niggas do a lot of shit, they do is complain. I never rearrange, I still got same name. Frazz, a fucker, I complain. And niggas talk a lot.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's up? And welcome back to hashtag The Versa Show. I am The Versa, and thank you once again for showing up. And we just have finished covering the Western Conference for the NBA playoff talk here. Once again, I'm joining here with Frazz.FR. Yeah, my brother. And now we're going to cover the East. So, my brother, this is going to be a pretty interesting one for us, I guess, because you're a Philly guy. And with me being, I'm not a New Yorker fan. When people be like, oh, well, you're a New Yorker fan. Not really, because we haven't won since 1973. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting my faith on the New York Knicks, but I'm not putting it all on the New York Knicks. But for the play-in tournament, we have got the Toronto Raptors against the Chicago Bulls, and we got the Miami Heat going up against the Atlanta Hawks. So, who do you got for Toronto and Chicago?
Chicago.
You got Chicago all the way?
Yeah.
All right. Miami or Atlanta?
Miami.
Okay. Toronto or Miami?
Toronto or Miami?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Chicago or Atlanta?
Chicago and Atlanta.
Yeah.
No, it's Toronto. Yeah, you're right. It's Toronto, Atlanta. Because I picked Chicago.
Oh, okay. So then,
Toronto, Atlanta. Toronto.
all right. So that covers Toronto. Okay, so you got the Bulls and you have Miami into the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with Bucks or Toronto.
No, Bucks or Bulls.
I mean Bucks or Bulls. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Bucks.
Yeah, definitely Bucks. Man, cause they are, woo boy, they are just killing. And I told you, I remember you was like, Celtics been number one for a long time. But I was like, yeah, but it always been Milwaukee and Boston. They always fight for that number one spot. And now Milwaukee been taking that number one spot, just like Denver have been taking the number one spot. So
but Denver did it longer. That's the only difference.
Way longer.
Yeah.
All right. Cavs or Knicks?
Cavs. Cavs. I mean, we don't know what's going on with Julius Randle.
You do know you in New York.
Yeah, I'm being objective. Like, we don't know what's going on with Julius Randle.
I respect that. Well, yeah, your pick. I'm gonna pick New York. All right, let's go New York. Let's go. Go New York. Go New York. Go. All right. This is an easy one for me and you. So Philly or Brooklyn.
Philly.
Easy peasy. You know what I'm saying? All right, Miami or Boston.
See, that's a tough one.
How?
Just because nobody want to play Miami. I don't think nobody want to play him. If Jason Tatum don't play up to his, full potential, like how he was doing in the middle of the season, they're in trouble.
Mm. So who you got then?
I got Miami. Jimmy Butler.
Really?
Yeah. I think that's the first upset I'm really gonna go for. Yeah, I got Miami. Like, I know what Boston's doing, but it's just something that don't seem right about them. Just don't. Like, I've seen him got blown out by the damn Orlando Magic. Seen him got blown out by the Pacers. Like, there's just something about them I do that's something's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, all right. So you got Miami. I'm gonna choose Boston because it's not because they're number two, but with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and the other players that's on there, they just play well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they play pretty decent as a unit. Okay. So you got Miami on that one. All right. So Miami or no, it would be Okay. Bucks or Cavs?
I'll choose Bucks. I just had to think about everything. Who's gonna stop Giannis? Who's gonna stop Donovan Mitchell? Drew Holiday can lock him up, or lock up Darius Garland. The two centers, the center and the power forward that the Cavs got, cannot stop Giannis. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna pick Bucks for sure. I got the Bucks. Sorry, New York. I'm so sorry, New York. But hey, y'all had a good run. You did. But I'm sorry, y'all got no answer for Giannis. So now we got Miami and Philly. Who you got?
Philly.
You going Philly all the way? Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick Philly with this one too, because I believe with Joel Embiid, the way he's playing, even with the 52-point game that he had, I mean, that dude is just gonna tell it all. I guess in the playoffs, I hope. And
as long as he doesn't get hurt, because you've gotten hurt twice in the playoffs. Because of who? Doc Rivers.
Oh man.
If they don't go to the Eastern Conference Finals, when I'm talking about the NBA Finals, if they don't go to the Eastern Conference, he gotta go.
Damn.
He gotta go.
Oh man. I mean, and the thing with Doc Rivers too, he took the Boston Celtics to.
We ain't gonna live on that.
Because I know when he went to the Clippers, he was just.
That's 15 years ago. I ain't living on that. Like, you won a championship. It's great. You did a great job for Boston. Like, you won a championship. You are a championship coach. Bro, where are we gonna get another one?
True.
You've been getting knocked out of second rounds every year since you were with the Clippers, and it's still happening again with the Sixers.
Yeah. Listen. I hope he does a good job on this one because
I
this
hope
is
so too.
because this is an opportunity for them to actually get to the Eastern Conference and maybe all the way to the finals.
Hey, I hope so too. But guess what? Knowing Philly, yeah, they're not gonna win back.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. All right, so now to wire it down to the Eastern Conference, Bucks or Philly?
See, I've seen Joel Embiid stop Giannis, but I've also seen Giannis score him. James Harden, I don't even think he's going to be a problem because Drew Holiday going to lock him up. And then is Brook Lopez the other person that's the problem because you got Giannis and Brook. And Brook is not just a center. He's a center that can shoot.
That is right. I forgot Brook Lopez.
Yeah, he can shoot threes as well. So you see all them variables factor because, yes, Giannis, Joel Embiid. Or it could be Joel Embiid and Brook Lopez. But who the hell going to guard Giannis? Tobias Harris can't guard him. Then they're going to try and put P.J. Tucker on him, but all he's going to do is be a nuisance. He really can't guard him. So, it's tough. Joel Embiid would have to have a monster series, which I think Giannis is going to have a monster series for the Eastern Conference Finals. If James Harden play well, I mean, it's so many things.
Frazz, who is going up against Phoenix in the NBA Finals? Who is going in the East? Who is going up against Phoenix for the NBA championship?
I'm going to go with Philly.
That's the man that I know. That's the guy that I know. You stick to your gut. You stick to your Philly heart. You stick to them. While me, I'm going to have to go with the Bucks, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know. I mean, just like I said, Joel Embiid would have to have a monster series, and I see him doing that.
Yeah. Because like you said, because when you was thinking about who will stop Giannis, I'm saying to myself too, unless Joel Embiid has to sacrifice himself, then he will have to stop Giannis.
That's probably what's going to happen. Probably late in games, it's going to be Joel Embiid guarding Giannis, and it's going to be, let's see who's better. I think that's a big matchup. Let's see who's better. I mean, Giannis is 6'11", called 7 foot. Joel Embiid is 7'2". Let's see who's better.
Yeah. So all right. So you got Philly. I got Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now to wind it down. Now to conclude this, we got Phoenix 100% going into the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix or Philly? Who do you got? Phoenix. Okay.
I told you, bro. Any other Philly team that goes to any finals, I'm choosing the other team.
And I was going to say Bucks or Phoenix, but I know you're going to say Phoenix as well.
Phoenix as well. They want payback. It's like a double-edged sword, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, Phoenix had no like kind of like rivalry with Philadelphia.
No. I'm saying with the Bucks. I'm saying, remember the Bucks.
Oh, well, the Bucks is different. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's the double-edged sword. So it's just okay if it's the Sixers. There's a curse. Obviously, in Philly, we just go to the finals and watch the parade, and that's it basically. Because,
like I said, man, we had this episode before. Don't do it.
I'm not, bro. Did you not hear what I said? Phoenix. I said any Philly team.
No. But I'm saying for Philly still. Listen, I want Philly to go to the championships. I do.
Oh, well, listen. Any Philly team that goes to the championship right now, unless I get proven wrong, I'm picking another team.
No, I know, but I'm just saying because we had a lot of Philly teams that went to the championships and
lost.
Right, failed.
NFL, lost.
Yep.
What where was it?
Even the MLS.
No, they lost. I'm talking about the arena football. Lost.
Yep. Right. Jesus. And if this happens, and God forbid you guys go up to Phoenix and lose,
that's 4 championships we win in 1 year and not even get one to bring home.
What?
And I forgot the other one. The Phillies Lost.
Yep, them too. Oh man, but you know what?
Five. Oh man.
But see, because like we got to go back in history to see how close were they, this Philly team. Like how close were they?
Do you know who these people are in Philly? You think we care about close? I don't care if we lost by one. We lost.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying it would be just ironic still. It's like you guys was just this close of winning, and then it just got just shut down.
The one thing I can say about Philly fans is this, right? Once something happens, we don't be making excuses. So if we lose, we're not gonna be like, oh man, it's because we lost.
Yeah.
That's just the end of it. Like, and it's funny because it's not something I'm just saying. Like, I know it just being down that area, growing up around South Jersey or whatever. So people are commenting on there, and because one dude was like, yo, how do y'all feel? And the guy commented on it. He was like, there's a written rule in Philly if you're from Philly. We don't make excuses. We lost. And there were so many other comments under his, and yep, facts, yep, all that. And it's true. It's just something that we don't make excuses. So, like when the Sixers lost to the Toronto Raptors, right? I was in the house. I slammed the chair because I was like, yo, I'm pissed. But then it's like 2 hours later, I'm like, I ain't gonna make any excuses, man. Ben Simmons is trash, but I ain't gonna make any excuses, whatever.
Even like I said in 2016, no disrespect, you guys won and you deserved that Super Bowl, but there was a lot of players that was out in the Patriots.
See, we don't make excuses. We don't want to hear no excuses.
But I mean, in the good hand, you had a backup quarterback that got the job done.
Look, that one championship is really, really what solidified a lot of people. Like, was waiting on that. Some people in the 80s, 70s never got to see the Super Bowl come to Philly.
I mean, even when 2016, when LeBron brought Cleveland their first championship in the NBA, like they never had an NBA championship.
See what I'm saying? So,
and Kawhi Leonard, when he did it with Toronto, they never had an NBA championship.
That's forever going to be, that championship got Toronto so much publicity, so much.
And then now they're like, well, they're not playing now. So, I mean, let's see what happens when they go up against Chicago.
Yeah, but like I said, for Philly fans, we don't make no excuses. If the Sixers go and they lose, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, man, I'm going to blame James Harden. Oh, man, Jordan B didn't play like this. Or Tobias Harris needs to get traded because he wasn't. They lost.
I respect that. At least we're not, you guys are not like New York. It's like, we win the first game and then it's like, yeah, we're going to win the next playoffs. And it's like, guys, get to the next playoff. Then, talk about, the next victory. But I respect your Philly audience, because you guys take your losses and still you ashes up from the Burtons and still come out as champions. And hopefully this time you guys will come out as champions. I hope. And the same way as New York too,
I honestly to God, man, I'm an objective person. So when I see NBA and I see Kevin Durant on the court, beside Devin Booker, Ayton, and Chris Paul, who gonna guard Chris Paul? Tyrese Maxey can't guard him. Or you're gonna put DeAndre Ayton? I mean,
if DeAndre Ayton, if he guards Joel Embiid very well,
can't guard him.
Hold up,
can't. I'm telling you right now, he can't guard him.
Let's just say if he can, if somehow he just pulls like a big defense out of his ass,
he can't guard him for 7 games. He can't guard him. It's sad to say, but he couldn't guard Giannis. Joel Embiid is the same as Giannis. He can score. Actually, he can score more than Giannis. He can score more than Giannis. Giannis is averaging 30, 31 points. Joel Embiid is averaging 34. He can score more than Giannis.
I do believe that Ayton is going to have a hard time guarding Joel Embiid, but I'm just saying this is way different when it comes down to the regular seasons and the playoffs. Like, who knows? Ayton might just really just say, you know what? I really got to just go, defense on Joel Embiid.
And then Joel Embiid is going to say, you know what? I'm about to pop this 3.
I was gonna say that. Now Joel Embiid, he will start shooting threes. That's the difference between Ayton and Joel Embiid. That's the difference. But I'm just still saying, it's like, if Ayton just like, look, if he gonna shoot this 3, I'm gonna make sure that my hand is up.
But hey, good luck to him if that happens. But I think the reason why I say Phoenix as well is just nobody can guard Kevin Durant.
Yeah, like I said, once Kevin Durant went to Phoenix, man, it was game.
It's just demoralizing because you think about it, right? The last 8 games he played, Phoenix is 8-0.
Yeah.
So what does that already say? Oh, we about to go. What? There's 16 games. Yeah, we about to go 16 or not even 16. Probably call it 14-2 or 14-2 or 12-4. They're probably gonna go 12-4. So call it 20-4 in the last 24 games. That's including the 8 games that they won already. There's nobody that's gonna. It's just crazy thinking about it. Like, how you gonna stop Devin Booker, Kevin Durant,
and Chris Paul as a point guard?
See, the reason why I'm not even saying nothing about him because he's a given to be a point guard. I don't have to. There's certain things you don't got to buy the eye at. Like, okay, Kevin Durant is a given to score. LeBron James is a given to give you 24-4. Given, right? That's more likely a given. That's what's going to happen. Chris Paul is the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul is a given to give me at least 7.5 assists. 7 assists.
Right,
he can give me about 15 to 20 points.
And Chris Paul, he can't shoot like that, but he could pass like a motherfucker.
He can shoot. Don't let that.
I can't count him on threes.
Why not?
Did you see the time where it was when Patrick Bev? I think that's when he got traded to the he was with the Lakers and he got traded. We got traded to again.
Timberwolves.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Timberwolves. He traded from the Clippers to the Timberwolves.
Okay, so Timberwolves, and then Chris Paul was on the 3-point line, and he told everybody to like, nah, just back up, like, because he knows, like, this dude's not a 3-point shooter.
Well, that was back then. He is just 3-point shooter now, like, because he just made 8 straight threes.
No, because I'm not comparing.
He just made 8 straight threes the other night.
Well, I mean, everybody has a lucky game.
Yeah, but he's been shooting better at threes. Like, you know how Jason Kidd got older and started shooting better at threes? That's what Chris Paul did.
Well, no. Jason Kidd was a 3-point shooter. Then he started passing.
I keep telling
you.
That
was later. That was later on in his career.
No, bro. I keep telling you, he was never a 3-point shooter. He was a passer first.
Who, Jason Kidd?
Yes.
No, he was a 3-point shooter.
All right, I'm trying to tell you, he was always a passer first. Then he became a 3-point shooter.
He was a passer by the time he got later on in his career.
Nope.
Because he was in a 3-point competition in the All-Star, like back in like the 2002 threes.
But when did he get drafted?
96?
Yeah, he was a passer first. And then he developed threes. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, but I mean, I knew Jason Kidd was a 3-point shooter first.
Well, I guess.
Then he became a passer later on, like, when his 3-point game was not correctly.
Nah, his 3-point game was even way better when he became older. Way better, like spot up threes. You know what was going in. But,
and you know what? I want to mention something since we talking about Jason Kidd and merging on with Dallas, because it amazed me. And I know time was up, but it amazed me that how Kyrie Irving stepped into Dallas, right? And then Dallas was number 4.
Yep.
And then just by looking at the bracket on the West side and looking at it, and I see Pelicans, Thunder, Lakers, and Timberwolves. Denver, Phoenix, Clippers, Kings, Warriors, and Grizzlies. And not once that I have ever thought, even when Luka had Porzingis, they went to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did not see him on the list, I was like, what?
They traded away assets to get Kyrie Irving, which was Spencer Dinwiddie. Should have never traded him away. Finney Smith, should have never traded him away. Should have never traded him away.
And now they're under investigation. But that's another conversation that we're going to get into between Dallas Mavericks.
Look, Kyrie's one of the best point guards I've ever seen, skill-wise, scoring. He can get you that bucket. He's one of the best point guards I've ever seen. But I don't know if something else is going on. This is now what? Mavs, Celtics, Cavs, and Brooklyn in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Last 5 years, right?
About that, yeah.
Bro, you basically switch teams every year. Like, we were out here talking about James Harden, but really and truly, James Harden only went to 2 other teams. The Brooklyn Nets and the Sixers. You've been on 4.
Yeah. And out of the 4, only won one championship.
And each team you've went to and then left became better.
And been to 2 or 3 finals.
2.
2 finals. Bruh. Damn, Kyrie. I mean, and what's crazy is that, we was all like rooting for him.
I'm still rooting for him. I want him to
I'm still am too, but I'm just saying in a sense of like, bro, like if you keep collapsing, man, it's like, where's the cheers for you? Where?
I'm still rooting for him. It's just like, damn, bro. Like, you went there. I was like, yo, you saw the trade. Luke and Kyrie going to play together. But then what I said, how they going to share the ball?
And you know what? This is hashtag the Versus Show, so I could say and talk whatever the shit talk I want. But when Kyrie said that, oh, well, I left Brooklyn because I did my job. I got them into 4th place, so I did my job. You got into Dallas in 4th place. How is it the same guy that you teamed up with in Brooklyn, that he was in 6th place in Phoenix, now he's in 4, you are in 11.
How did that happen? That shows. And then the other guy, James Harden, who got traded.
How is he in the playoffs as number? What's he? He's the number 3. That's number 3.
I keep telling you, bro. It's always you can find out what player is really the problem. You can always find out what player is really the problem. Remember, the same thing happened with Kevin Durant leaving OKC. Then OKC again and got Paul George. Paul George left. Then Russell Westbrook left. Went to the Houston Rockets. Left the Houston Rockets. Went to Washington. Left Washington. You see what I'm saying? You can tell where the problem is.
Yeah.
And
But if this ain't Russell Westbrook, we're not saying he's the problem because now he's in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, this guy Kyrie Irving, it's like, bro, when you was in Cleveland before LeBron, you only made it to the playoffs once in the first round. Lost. I think they got swept. You didn't even go back to the playoffs. When LeBron came in 2015, 14-15 season, then you went to the playoffs. You went to the finals. Lost because you got hurt. But then it's the 2016 3-1 deficit. Came back, won in Game 7, got your first championship. Wasn't Finals MVP, but that's okay. You got your first ring. Most guys don't even got their first ring. 2017 collapse because they got Kevin Durant. I understand. If you did not leave the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2018, I believe in my heart you probably wouldn't have had your second one. But no, you want to play Mr. Oh, well, I want to be Batman and I'm playing Robin and LeBron is Batman. Yeah, motherfucker, because he won a championship, 2 championships before he got to Cleveland. And now all of a sudden you want to go to Boston. You didn't even do nothing in Boston. Then you took Kevin Durant out of Golden State, got him into Brooklyn. Then we're gonna start a dynasty. Didn't even start no dynasty. And then I left because I got to where I wanted to be in number 4. And Brooklyn's in number 6. And Dallas is in number 11. Kyrie.
Remember I told you about Brooklyn. I said, when the trade went down, I said, yo, they got a nice squad. And I was like, they'll probably finish between 5 and 7. They have a nice squad. They have a squad where they got a scorer. He can actually score. Like, since he's been in Brooklyn, he's averaging 27 points. They got a point guard who used to play for Brooklyn, Spencer Dinwiddie. He's now saying, yo, he's 30. He's like, I'm going to pass the ball, bro. I'm good. I know I can score whenever. They got a center. Remember when they had Jared Allen in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
They got another center. Now they got Claxton. So they got another center who can actually give you 14, 15 points, give you 12, 13 boards. Good. But then when you look on the other side, it's like, bro, why would Dallas send away Spencer Dinwiddie? Look what just happened with Brunson. Remember, last year they went to the finals with Golden State. Why? They had Brunson and Luka. Brunson left. The beginning of this year, they had Spencer Dinwiddie with Luka. Spencer Dinwiddie was more operating as a point guard plus playmaker and shooter, but Luka was mostly scorer and point guard.
Right.
So it was like, all right, this is a good mix. He's not Brunson, but he can give you 17. That's why they were so high. Dallas thought, hey, since we've been doing this already with point guard and point guard, how about we pair Luka with an explosive point guard that's going to take us over the top, because that's what we've been doing. That's what they looked at it as. Think about it. You're playing with Brunson and Luka. That's 2 point guards. You're playing with Spencer Dinwiddie and Luka. 2 more points. Dallas didn't think about nothing else. They just thought, oh, Kyrie Irving's an explosive point guard. We're going to pair him with Luka. Bad. Should never did it.
Never just that. I get it with Mark Cuban. I respect Mark Cuban on everything that he is doing to give people opportunities. I understand it. I get that. But, man, you are getting the wrong people. I am so sorry if people saying, oh, well, you saying Kyrie Irving is like the wrong people. Look what have he done ever since that he left Cleveland.
Nothing.
Like, I mean, it disappoints me. Don't get me wrong. It hurts me.
He hasn't been back to an Eastern, Western Conference Finals.
Nope. Like, what have he done since he left LeBron James?
But you see, that's the same thing I said about Joel Embiid the other day. If Joel Embiid goes to the finals and win one and never go back, what have you done, Joel? You won a championship, just like Kyrie. What have you done, Kyrie? You won a championship, baby. Did you go back to the Eastern Conference or Western Conference Finals?
But, I mean, my thing is, I hope Joel Embiid, if he gets that one,
you get everything with it.
With that, but at the same time, I hope that he doesn't pull like a Kyrie Irving kind of instinct, oh, I can't play because of my mental.
Nah, he's not that. He's a Philly type of dude too, bro. He's not that type of guy, bro.
Well, I hope he had that Rocky Balboa heart in him, because Joel Embiid gonna need it.
This I would say, and I'm not putting it past him. If they don't go to the Eastern Conference Finals, he's gonna leave Philly.
I think so. He should pull like an Aaron Rodgers. Just leave.
I don't want him to leave, but like I said, I'm being objective, bro.
Philly could get somebody better.
Who?
From a draft pick.
From what draft pick?
I don't know. I'm just saying. You just never know, man. You just never know.
Hey, one thing my dad told me when the draft pick went down for Joel Embiid, and I said, Dad, why would the Sixers draft Joel Embiid? They got Okafor. He's like, son, Okafor. I'm like, he's averaging 22 points. He's like, Joel Embiid just started playing basketball at 17. He averaged 21 points at Connecticut. Was it Connecticut? Kentucky. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. Came in the league the first year after his leg was better. He played 36 games. Bro, he was doing 3s, 2s, just mid-range. I'm like, oh, there's no player like him. There's a tall player right now trying to come into NBA, like 7'6" or 7'5". He can shoot and all that stuff. But the thing is about Joel Embiid is he's not just a shooter. He can post you up.
I know, but I'm saying I look at Joel Embiid not like a pure comparison of Dennis Rodman, because Dennis Rodman was not a shooter, but I mean he could rebound his ass off.
But Joel Embiid not a great rebounder either. He's not. He only averaged 10.
If his ass learn how to rebound, then
he's just like I said. Like Dennis Rodman averaged 13, 14 rebounds a season. Joel Embiid averaged 10.5. That's what he averaged. So he still give you a double-double on rebounds, but not as much as Dennis. So with him, it's just there's not going to be another replacement. It's like you're not going to find a big man that can do step-back threes.
I understand that. But you never know from the European countries and how these people are training now.
Step-back threes, play defense, can go to the post, can shoot from anywhere on the floor. Can do shimmy shakes and crossovers.
How tall is Joel Embiid?
7'2".
7'2". Well, I can't say
Euro step is what? Have you ever seen a 7'2" man do a Euro step?
I haven't seen it, not right now, but in the future.
No, Joel Embiid is doing it right now.
Yeah, he's doing it right now. But
that's what I'm saying. In the future. But the thing is, we don't want to wait for the future. I don't want. If Joel Embiid leave. When we going to see another Joel Embiid? 10 years from now? I'm like, come on, man. I had to wait 10 years to see. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm saying there's no replacement for that, man. If
Joel Embiid go to a better team.
The only replacement we have for him is if we go get Giannis, and that's not happening.
Oh, he go to the Bucks?
No, I'm just saying we just go tell Giannis like, yo.
Because Giannis and Joel Embiid, ooh,
Nah, I'm just saying Giannis would just
talk about a super team. That's a
no,
mega team.
no. Giannis, Joel Embiid would go wherever, but then we would persuade Giannis to come to the Sixers.
That'd be a nice, good trade. Joel Embiid over to the Bucks.
Yeah, but like I said, there's no replacing him. It's just like I've never seen a player who's dominant like Shaq, but he can shoot like Tim Duncan. He can shoot like Dirk. Like in the post, he can shoot like Dirk.
He is an incredible big man. I know that.
And then he can play the thing that separates him from everybody is he can play the defense.
Right.
Like I've seen Dirk Nowitzki play, shooting threes and all that, but he wasn't playing defense.
Right.
Like I don't see those guys playing defense. Tim Duncan, okay, he was playing defense, but he wasn't a 7'2" center.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, man. And then he just broke the record twice. This is the first time that a center has led the lead in scoring twice, back to back. First time. There's just something different about the dude, and the dude is only 28.
Nah, like I said, I believe in Joel Embiid. He's a great player, but at the end of the day, yeah, stay healthy. Just like Anthony Davis, like those big guys, those are really good players.
I'm not talking about AD at all. Notice I've avoided saying anything about him.
But he's a champion.
That's not the reason why. That's the reason why, bro. I don't want to say nothing about him because I really hope they plan something together. And please, D'Angelo Russell, get some scoring going for yourself. Like I said, I don't think they're gonna go, but I think they are the sleeper team. Because we expect the Warriors to beat the Kings. We expect the Warriors to give Phoenix a fight, but then Phoenix win. We expect the Denver Nuggets to, beat the Wolves. We expect those stuff, right? But people are going to say what we really do expect from the Lakers because LeBron just coming back, AD's playing, D'Angelo's playing. They're starting to get a groove.
And injury is up on high for LeBron.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this is a really long segment for the East side over here, but
that's why I did the West first. We from the East, and we gonna talk. We ain't gonna say shit about Brooklyn though, but we gonna talk about. What I'm saying, we gonna talk about the Boston. We talked about we didn't get to Jimmy Butler, but it's just the East is different, man. We from over here. Give our 2 cents. About the West side. That's about it.
Yeah, true. Well, out of all, we got the Phoenix Suns winning the whole championship.
Kevin Durant winning number 3 and number 3 in MVP.
Yeah, I believe so too. Imagine give it to Devin Booker.
He gonna be like, yeah, Dan, this is why I'm the next greatest player.
Oh shit, that'd be funny. Like, yeah, in the Finals MVP. Then the next you see Kevin Durant walking. Devin Booker. What? What?
It could happen. You know why? If Devin Booker.
Because if he shines like the all-star he is, then
that's what I'm saying. Because if Devin Booker goes in the series against the Bucks or the Sixers and average 33 and KD just average 27, they're giving that to Devin Booker.
Oh yeah, for sure. But anyway, I ain't gonna do for us a final word, okay? Because I got so much editing to do, and this is a very exciting conversation that we had, me and Frazz. But Frazz, man, I thank you so much, bro, for coming by to the show. Yeah. And you guys already know, you make sure that you subscribe, like, press that bell. And plus, too, I thank you for your viewership. Just as well, I thank for the people that that has watched my show, giving me intake on my show, and giving me positivity on the show. They are rooting for me. They keep telling me to keep on going. I'm going to keep on going. And maybe that was versus final words. It's just keep on going. So I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to keep on going. Like it or not, this show ain't going to stop until I make it stop. And this is the edition of Hashtag The Versus Show, the NBA Playoff Edition. And make sure that you watch the NBA Playoffs. Who is your pick for the NBA Finals? Who you got going? Are you representing your team or are you representing another team? That's a conversation that you should have with your friends and family. But by that, I think you should have the Hashtag The Versus Show so we could join in, because you guys are joining in as well, watching us, and I appreciate that, and I thank you guys. I am the Versa. This is Frazz.FR. And ladies and gentlemen, another beautiful show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is hashtag the Versa Show. I thank you guys so much. Peace until another episode. Later.
Hashtag the Versa Show is produced by Vintage Era Production.